guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm well myself. My name is Onyiha Jane Dutz, and I'm here on Christmas Eve. Praise God. We've made it this far, and we thank God for His mercies and grace. So yeah, today's Christmas Eve, and I love Christmas Eve. Always have, even as a kid. I love the idea of baking at night, just making stories almost all night, and it didn't feel like there would be consequences, but there is always consequences for staying up late. Yeah. Anyway, it's Christmas Eve, and I just wanted to do some things with you, and also check in and say hi. Wish you a good one, a good Christmas Eve, and also an amazing Christmas tomorrow. I just hope you're gathered together with families and you're having a good time. I think we'll be just family tomorrow unless we get a random visitor, which I don't think will happen. But yeah, I think it will be just family, but I wanted to make it kind of special. So I'm up early before everyone, and I wanted to make sort of a pre-Christmas breakfast. If that doesn't happen because I have to deliver a cake, then I'll make a special Christmas breakfast, and I don't know, that would involve guys getting up early, so that would mean Christmas lunch will be late and it would end up being just work the whole day. Anyway, I think those are just my thoughts, but I'm wishing you a good one. I'm cleaning, still cleaning a bit, but I did do a tiny reset in my kitchen. This is how it's looking. I don't know, I've always had this shelves or chest of shelves, yeah? Always had it. I don't know why I never thought of using it here. I always had that thing. And the tabletop is very tiny and it never appears neat. So, and, you know, when you have such a thing around here, it's a catch-all, yeah? So it never looked so good. But look at this. Everything's so black, so nice. Look at this from all angles. I'm still cleaning. So this is nice and solid. And when I brought it here, because it's the one I use outside where I do most of my cake decoration. But when I brought it here, I had an idea to bring another over there because the one that was there wasn't working too well. Don't mind this. It's our recycle. I'm going to take it out in a short while. So I had an idea to bring this, and I got a cheaper one. It's not too strong. It doesn't have that vibe that the other one has, because that one is quite chunky and nice, but it works so much better here. And at least I have room for my cake. What are this called? It's a cake stand. My cake, whatever's. Let's call it a cake stand, yeah? So I have enough room for this, whether it's decorative or something that can be used. This I got the other day. It's like I can't have enough of this thing, but they're all thrifted and they're nice. They really work well for me, and I have a bit too many. So for maybe the day I'll have a bakery, this will come in handy. I have them everywhere. So those are the two switches that I made, and I think the overall look is quite nice, especially that area, everything nice and black. So my table is brown, so there's a bit of a break, but not too bad. I'm yet to still organize, and I think that will work well. Random cake in my kitchen today. I wanted to change the contact paper. I'll actually change it today because it's torn, and this happens a lot, so you have to keep changing the contact paper. At first I was thinking I wanted this to be changed to marble because it's wood and it's good wood. The only problem is that it has always been sticky. So if you're making something like chapel, it doesn't work well. So I'll try and change this portion of the counter so that it looks more presentable. I'm hoping to do that today. And as you can see, actually shouldn't have plugged now. As you can see, I'm ready to get some pancakes going. So I might do that with you, but first I just want to set my table. So I set the temple for Christmas. So do this with me. I'm doing a very simple napkin design. I think one day I should show you how the many ways you can do the napkin designs. There's just so many design variety, but I'm going to do a very simple one. I'm just folding the napkin in four and just doing like a mini fan design with using my napkin holder, or you can call it a napkin ring. This is in the design of a Christmas tree. I just love them. The theme is silver, gold, red, and white, and they all just have that. I'll also be serving soup, so that's why I am using those soup cups. I'm telling you, this tabletop gave me the hardest time. This counter, removing this was so hard, and I decided to use my blow dryer to just apply heat, but it's very hard when you're doing it alone. I should have gotten someone to hold the blow dryer while I peel off the paper, but it's all done. So now I'll just prepare the pancakes, but look at this. So we didn't get time to go for shopping, and I'm telling you, we've been so creative with our meals. We've tried our best getting just what we need. If it's mala, so we've had ugali with mala, ugali with eggs. We made that old fish and it was quite delicious. We actually, there's actually a piece of it remaining here. So as long as we had the essentials, eggs, milk, cream, we were quite okay. So this might be the day we do a bit of shopping on our way back from delivering the cake at Chelmsford. So I think that is what we will do. I'm just taking stock here. We have one tofu. We actually survived. You'd be surprised by how much food you just buy and leave in the fridge or in the pantry, because you're not you're just focusing on the main things that we use in this house. That would be vegetables and meat. When we are out of that, we get that is when we think like we should go shopping and add some things. But no, we've been quite creative with this, with whatever we had. And so we actually have some stuff to cook for tomorrow. But I asked the guys what they want as the main dish tomorrow, and they said, guess what? Turkey again. So we'll make turkey and we'll just buy the rest of the stuff as we go out. And I guess just like I was telling you, I'm changing my ways of shopping and cooking. I might show you just how you can do some costing and just know like what is going where and what people are liking and how you can maximize on that, and just make it work. Some things we buy out of just curiosity or something. Like I don't make chapos much anymore because I have a problem with my hand, but it's getting better. So that is why I bought the parantha. The time I went back to making chapos, my hand started aching again. So I got these paranthas just to see if they can replace chapos, but dude, they don't like them much. They just cooking whenever they don't have anything else. Then we have that half bag of tilapia. Had these croissants in the freezer for the longest time. I'm sure if I put it in the fridge, if I put them in the fridge, the guys will have some. Then I have some skumas from last time, and that is what I'll do for dinner. But in the meantime, let's do these pancakes. That is the recipe I'm using. The usual one I use for plain pancakes. You can still use to make blueberry pancakes or apple pancakes. It's a good one. I didn't let it rest, so it didn't thicken much. But it's also the first time I'm using this griddle, so yeah, I didn't quite know how many to put. I think when the mixture is really thick, you can do two on every side, and that would make six. But I think for the next batch, I'll add just three. I'll just make three at a go. So I decided to add a bit of bicarbonate of soda because this mixture didn't get enough time to rest. Yeah, so that is why I added that. And at this point, I think I'll just call Imani Tosh to go to continue cooking the pancakes as I prepare to just leave the house.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen because
We're leaving Chelmsford right now, and yeah, the plan is to go by the shops. If we don't shop today, there will be no Christmas turkey. I'm telling you, we've been busy. Even today, we almost didn't go because hubby has to work. But we managed to still go very quickly by the shop. So we charged the car and we got some meat. And I'm going to make skuma with ugali for dinner tonight. I'm going to make that very fast. So I made the skuma while hubby made some pork for his keto meal. I was hoping this is what the boys would eat, but shock on you, they were making something else. So that's how it is in this house sometimes. So you will ask them, what are you gonna eat? And they're like, quiet, not ready to eat, not hungry. So I'm just hoping at some point they will get hungry at night and eat the ugali anyway. But yes, that's what I made on this day. And then the skuma's burnt as we took some ugly sweater photos. Telling you, everything was fun, but yeah, nothing was going the way we planned. So I used a bit of the beef to just make a little skuma because I actually had a feeling the guys would be cooking something different. And I like just seeing what they come up with because they're very clever with their veggie meals. So I'm just checking. Tomo is making a soup here with rice, mushrooms, and peppers. Then he's cooking some soup on the side and he'll come and pour it all over this. He loves vegetables so much. So yeah, we have to let him just do it. So I'm back to my cooking. Doing this skumas very cleverly with herbs and butter and some paprika and salt. They usually taste very good if you do them like that and then add that whole tomatoes. One thing I love about this place is the fact that you can access these round tomatoes. We used to use this a long time ago in Kenya, and then they just disappeared and we had just the Romano tomatoes. But these are good. Whenever I see them, they call them steak tomatoes. I buy them. And then I added a bit of chicken stock. But then that is us taking a break to take photos. And we burnt our skumas. Look at this. No wonder the guys didn't end up eating. They think they're bad, but they're not too bad. I just stirred the top and I had this... I had the skumas with the beef. It's really good, yeah? But I think the guys were like, nope, we're not eating burnt food. So they left some, but I'm going to enjoy this even if it's tomorrow. I really, really love kales with just the Kenyan way we make them. But you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to do a recipe of collard greens, the way African Americans make them here. And I'm sure you will enjoy because I actually got some smoked turkey and that will be something. But then tonight I have to make my brine for turkey. I should have done this like a day like yesterday. But you see, we've been so busy, we didn't access the shops. So I just cut a lemon and the mandarins I had, the apple I had, added some tea, Kenyan tea, and I'm going to add a lot of salt. I won't be adding brown sugar in this because of keto lovers, and you know they don't mess with sugar at all. So lots of peppers, and the herbs I used were rosemary and some Italian herbs. Yeah, so I boiled this and I'm going to let it cool. Then I will add my turkey into this, let it stay the night. So I'm sure you saw this is the usual turkeys. This was $13, but the young turkeys today were $33. I was like, no, I'm going to make this do. So I got it frozen, and yeah, it will be a hard task to get it defrosting and then sleep in the brine. So I'm going to attempt defrosting it with a cold running water, and then I'll clean it, and then I'll dip it in my brine once it's cooled, and then I'll show you how I make it tomorrow. So I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I just hope you enjoy so much, and yeah, God's love be with you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.